Good afternoon, students. In this online class, we are going to revise Unit 1 Laws of Motion except deleted portion. So, first topic is force and motion. So, according to Aristotle, Greek philosopher, the natural state of earthly bodies is rest. He stated that a moving body naturally comes to rest without any external influence or force. Such motion are termed as natural motion or independent force. And then he also proposed that a force, a push or pull is needed to make the bodies to move from their natural state and behave contrary to their own natural state, called violent motion or dependent. Our next topic is inertia. So inertia is classified into three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. So before that, you must know what is meant by inertia. Students, the inherent property of a body to resist any change in its state of rest or the state of uniform motion unless it is influenced upon by an external unbalanced force is known as inertia. So, and then types of inertia: inertia of rest, the resistance of a body to change its state of rest is called inertia of rest. Example: when you vigorously shake the branches of a tree, some of the leaves and fruits are detached and they fall down. So this is example for inertia of rest. And then inertia of motion, the resistance of a body to change its state of motion is called inertia of motion. And then example: an athlete runs some distance before jumping because this will help him jump longer and higher. So this is example for inertia of motion. And then third one is inertia of direction. So the resistance of a body to change its direction of motion is called inertia of direction. Example: when you make sharp turn while driving a car, you tend to lean sideways. So this is example for inertia of direction. So this is very important detailed question answer in lesson number 1. And then our next topic is linear momentum. So in this topic there will be one mark question or there will be 2 mark question. So what is mean by linear momentum? Linear momentum is nothing but the product of mass and velocity of a moving body give the magnitude of linear momentum. It acts in the direction of the velocity of the object. So linear momentum is a vector quantity. Very important 1 mark question. Linear momentum equal to mass into velocity. So symbol for linear momentum, P equal to m into v. So linear momentum is given as P and mass m and velocity v. So linear momentum P equal to m into v. So it helps to measure the magnitude of force. So important 1 mark question, linear momentum is used to measure the magnitude of force. Unit of momentum in SI system is kilogram meter per second. This also unit also very important 1 mark question. And then in CGS system its unit is gram centimeter per second. So this is SI system. In SI system, unit for linear momentum is kilogram meter per second, and then in CGS system, gram centimeter gram second. So unit is gram centimeter per second. And then our next very important topic is Newton's laws of motion. So there are 3 Newton's laws of motion. So first law state that every body continues to be in its state of rest or the state of uniform motion along a straight line unless it is acted upon by some external force. So it gives the definition of force as well as inertia. So students, so Newton's law is a very important question. Newton's first law states that every body continues to be in its state of rest or the state of uniform motion along a straight line is very important. Along a straight line unless it is acted upon by some external force. So it gives the definition of force as well as inertia. So Newton's first law or inertia. And then our next topic is force. So according to Newton, force is an external effort in the form of push or pull. So it produces or tries the motion of static body. So produces or tries to produce the motion of static body, and then stops or tries to stop a moving body. Which one? Force. And then third one, changes or tries to change the direction of motion of moving body. And then force has both magnitude and direction. Very important 1 mark question in this topic. Force has both magnitude and direction. So it is a vector quantity. And then next important topic is types of force. So based on the direction in which the force act, they can be classified into 2 types. They are like parallel force and unlike parallel force. The first one is like parallel force. When 2 or more forces of equal or unequal magnitude, very important, equal or unequal magnitude, magnitude meaning length, acting along the same direction parallel to each other are called like parallel force. And then unlike parallel force. If 2 or more equal force or unequal force act along opposite, very important, opposite. So in this question, same direction in unlike parallel force, opposite direction parallel to each other, they are called unlike parallel force. So students, in this class you have to revise force and motion, and then inertia, and then types of inertia, examples of inertia, and then Newton's first law and types of force. Thank you. Have a nice day.